Episode 8. The Chance. There are families that live together. And then, there are families that truly know each other. In Cecilia's home, Catherine and Peter were not simply parents. They were the people their children could talk to, trust, and run to. Cecilia and her brothers had grown up knowing something very important. No matter what happened outside, home was safe. Catherine and Peter raised their children with discipline. There were rules, responsibilities, and expectations. And, of course, there were consequences. When a parent says, "We'll talk about it later," the child knows the situation is serious. But discipline here was about raising responsible children. Cecilia was particularly close to her parents. She could tell them the good, the bad, and even the things that embarrassed her. Catherine and Peter knew their children well. They had a special detective ability. They knew when someone was hiding something. Outside their home, Cecilia's school believed in the potential of its students. They had a program to help talented children reach high school. That was where Cecilia's story became interesting. Because Cecilia had something that could open a door. Her football. For a family like Cecilia's, having high school fees fully covered could change everything. School expenses have a mysterious ability to multiply. The possibility of a talent scholarship was enormous. But there was a condition. Cecilia had to prove herself in an upcoming inter-school tournament. The tournament began. The whistle blew. Cecilia moved. She ran. She fought for the ball. And then she scored. Next tournament came. The competition was stronger, the pressure greater. But once again, Cecilia found the back of the net. Match after match, Cecilia kept scoring. The coaches noticed. The teachers noticed. Stopping Cecilia was becoming a very athletic problem. She was not playing alone. Behind her was her family. Catherine, Peter, Caleb, and Calvin were all watching her. At home, the scholarship became part of every conversation. For Cecilia, it meant education. For her parents, it meant relief. Then came the final tournament. By the end, there was no doubt. Cecilia had stood out with skill, determination, and consistency. When the announcement came, Cecilia's name was called. She was ranked the best overall player of the tournament. Cecilia had secured the scholarship. Her high school education would be sponsored. One of her parents' greatest worries had become lighter. Imagine that moment. A daughter earning an opportunity that takes her further. The family was celebrating an extraordinary achievement. She was going to high school because of football. The game she loved had given her a future. But this was only the beginning. But first, the final primary school exams. Her future was no longer dependent on just a results slip. She had already opened the door. Would her marks finally match her potential? There was only one way to find out. Subscribe and stay tuned for episode 9.